it as more or less my passion, flowing with my passion, what I love doing. And I just believe that coming into politics will enhance me doing it in a bigger way.
So tell us more about your constituency and the area.
Oh, okay. I represent the good people of Amuwo Odofin 1. That comprised of Festac Town, my 2 estates, Abule Ado, down to the trade fair, and some parts of Ago.
So, you coming in as an LP member, that person has been bubbling.
Yes, LOP.
Among the APC domination, as in, how have you been feeling? Did you feel any rejected or fear?
Honestly speaking, during the politics, yes, I'm LOP. We belong to different political parties, but the moment politics is over, we are into governance now. So you drop that aside and you concentrate on Lagos State. First and foremost, Lagos State, then the 10th Assembly. So your allegiance, your loyalty is to the 10th Assembly and Lagos State as it were. You are only representing your people from your locality under a different party. And honestly, that is the way it is. Once we are done with politics, when you are on the floor, you are in the complex, you are for Lagos State. You are not for any party per se. Though they are in the majority, I don't even see myself as minority. I'm more than able. Thank you.
So settling into the house, the 10th Assembly, how easy was it for you?
Well, I want to say here that the Speaker of the House, being a very experienced person, knows that he needs because we all need one another. We all need each other. So he's been very welcoming, very, very accommodating. Everybody. Like I said, you are neither Jew or Gentile once you're on the floor. So irrespective of your party affiliation, once you're on the floor, and you have that same mindset to flow with people, it's a good place.
I also understand that you happen to be one of the 4 women in the house. How have you been coping with this?
Honestly, I really wish Nigeria we've been able to adopt the 35% affirmation for women, for gender equity. I will not say equality. Honestly, I don't even see the difference. I don't even see them as more men or less women. We do our job. We just do our job. But of course, the men are more. And I sincerely pray that other political parties will allow women to come on board, because women are the salt of the earth. We really need more women in politics. We really need more women at least 50-50. In some climate, in some environment, in some countries, you have balanced equation, especially like a place like Rwanda, Kenya. What is wrong with us? Why can't we do the same? And I want us to demystify this idea that politics is a dirty game, and that you need to be a wild person. You need not be. And that's the reason why women should even be on board. Because with women, we will calm every tension. We are not violent. We will not involve any form of violence in politics when women are more in politics.
Okay.
On the floor of the assembly, I think 2 weeks ago, you raised a bill on the noise pollution.
In fact, a lot of people emphasize more on the noise pollution. It's more on, the obscene nudity of clubs and lounges, display of nudity on posters, walls. Sometimes you say Friday night, must you project women like that? Where they hang banners with nude pictures of women. So if LASEPA, they're up to their, game, we need to stop that. We know there's a clubhouse that might be stripper. Don't hang the posters, banners, where children in their formative years are going up and down. They are seeing it. What are we projecting? By tomorrow, it will backfire.
Is the house looking into it?
It's part of the bill. But, it's like the press picked that noise pollution aspect. It's just an inclusion. But the major thing is the nudity, that we don't want nude women to be, to be projected that way. You can go to bar and drink. Must you project, you are selling water, for example. Must you show women without bra, pure nudity? Must you project it that way before they could buy water or beer? No. So the noise aspect has to do with conformity. 55%, 55 decimal at daytime, 45 at night. Because whether we like it or not, this idea of, the zoning, we don't really follow zoning. If not, residential area will be different from commercial area. So there wouldn't have been need for it in the first instance if the commercial centers are strictly for commercial and there are no residents there. So they can blare the noise. However, but here we are in Lagos. Even in the residential area, you still find clubs, houses, bars, lawns, everywhere scattered. So that's why that motion was raised on the floor.
I understand you're running a project called Back to School Initiative.
Oh, okay.
Say more on that.
Of course, every September in Nigeria academic calendar is resumption time. And that is the time parents will run around, they pay school fees, buy uniform. The expenses are more in September compared with January resumption and maybe April resumption. So at least to ease parents of that burden, let them concentrate. For those that are paying school fees, we've been able to go around at least school bags, stationaries, rulers, the basic. We've been able, in fact, I've been doing that even before politics. So like I said, it's more like projecting it more. We're able to go around the constituency with school bags. At least it will relieve parents of that, exercise books, rulers, pencil, and all that. So it's a yearly thing, and I need support more.
Do you have any political career, as in a political, how I put that? Yes.
Political what?
Okay.
Do you have any political standards? And maybe you are born into politics.
Oh, okay. My pedigree, my lineage. Would I say we are all political animals first and foremost? But I know that I have an uncle in the 80s. In the 80s, he has passed on to glory now. My paternal uncle, I would say, is more or less like a pathfinder in politics. Awogbamiye was the UPN secretary, Unity Party of Nigeria of Awolowo in the 80s before the military took over. Even in 1999, he was still agile then, but he passed on as an old man, fulfilled and, comfortable enough. So the legacy, I was just watching. I've been in politics, but not partisan. So the first constitution, he bought it for me and he gave me, say, go and read and be reading. Go to any party you like. Go and just be at the meeting. When they are contributing, put your own poster. So, but now that I'm fully in it here, he's gone to glory. So I would say that's my a kind of pedigree in the family.
Then it appears that you quickly settled in. How easy was that for you?
Well, the word is not easy. It's just, I've been in leadership position before now, so I wouldn't say it's easy. It's just you just naturally blend. I've been in a pastoral in a ministry, a pastor, so I've been a kind of leader. I've been a leader all my life. Let me put it that way, because right from elementary, my formative years, class captain, prefect, this and that. So it's a natural flow. So I don't even see it as a big deal. Then my temperament too. I flow with everybody.
Now we are interested in knowing more about your background now.
Okay.
Place of birth, how your school attended.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a I'm the last child in a family of 8. I have my siblings that are way far older than me. So I belong to another generation of in fact, my older siblings, they could easily pass as my mom. So I'm their last born, loved.
The baby of the house.
But I was never treated as the baby of the house from onset. Yeah, I've been on my own. I take responsibility as a teenager, making money for myself. I didn't even know. My mom's business. I just took it naturally. I just flow like that. So I wouldn't say I'm a baby of the house per se. So growing up, my formative years, I was born in the late 90s during the Civil War. I had my formative years in Ondo State. I finished from Yaba College of Education, of Technology, Yaba College of Tension. That's what we call it then. So, my first degree, I have my PGD in theology. So that launched me proper into the ministry. I fellowship with the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So I'm a fully ordained pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Married with children, adults, and I still have a minor. Married to Pastor Steve Osafile. The rest is history.
Now, this interview will not be complete. We don't look into the activities during the election. What was the experience like contesting and winning in an APC-dominated state?
Yes, honestly, when you're not in politics, you may not know the nitty-gritty of how it is. You're being a party member is different when you now decide to be partisan to hold an elective post. I wouldn't say it's easy because it's like dislodging an incumbent. So in my locality, the strategy, of course, the obedient strategy, we were on the road every day. Every day we were on the road campaigning. I will say I major in mosquito campaign. What do I mean? One-on-one, house to house, estate to estate. I call it mosquitoes. There's a way mosquito can bite and kill. Like somebody coming with a gun. So we were able to do that. And one very sad thing about it is that we all clamor for change, but truly I don't think we are ready for change because money politics is still a major issue. Anywhere, everywhere we go, they want to collect money. 2,000, 1,000. Can that help your destiny or your journey of life? It can't. You can imagine meeting, they may have agreed, oh, come and meet with us. At the end of the day, they will charge you. That they are sitting down waiting for you. You will pay for the chair, you will pay for the canopy, you pay for the water, or whatever they will consume. Like that every day. So it's so consuming. And that is part of the reason why women shy away. It's so consuming financially. And I want to thank God because the obedient movement, of course, it helped, to some extent. They give shishi. That's that much. We know they give shishi. Because if I give you 2,000 now, or 5,000, 10,000, it will finish. You understand? And I will not be able to have enough to work with. We just talked about back to school initiative now. It's on my own. If I had spent so much or shared the money, the way we'll be sharing the money, there wouldn't be anything left. Or if I have a godfather somewhere that has financed me, I'll have to give return with interest. So if the major challenge is monetary and people are expecting too much from politicians, as a legislator, what can I do? Mine is to enact law, to do oversight function, and to represent my people. I don't have the executive power to repair or construct road, but they will expecting me to do that. So the media could help out. Let the people know the duties of an executive, a legislator, and a judiciary. We all need each other, but in a way, the weight is on legislators because we are the grassroots. You will see us before you can see somebody like Sanwo-Olu, the governor. So people expectation, we are not literate enough. That mindset money should be raised completely. Then we will now say, okay, we are good to go. But as it is, we just dey play.
So looking at the activities that surrounded the election, what are the lessons learned from your own perspective?
From my perspective, if only we have allowed truly would I say the masses, some truly wanted that change, and they came all out. Those that were, the general apathy was no longer there. They came out to cast their vote. The expectation was high, but the moment the result came out, I'm talking from a Labour Party person now, hope was dashed. So that enthusiasm of hope, renewed hope of having, there's a change coming truly, there's a change coming truly. Of course, people came out to vote, but the hope dashed. So what I am thinking now is, if we truly want the change, let everybody do the right thing. It is possible. It is doable. God will not come down. That is my assertion. God had never come down to any society. It is you and I He will make use of. So, but we will say another thing, we will do otherwise. It's your belt that is misbehaving, take it away. We will say one thing, we will do otherwise. We just dey play. That is it. We just dey play. We don't mean it.
So, how about are you representing people, and what are the plans you have for them, like empowerment program?
Yes. When we were campaigning, we talked about capacity, competence, character. I believe I've been representing my people well enough. My character. You want me to blow my trumpet now? I've been representing them well. Then when it comes to the empowerment now, of course, the children, the women, the men, and the general masses. Every month there's a project. September we did back to school. October we did sports, football and basketball. Now, November, by the grace of God, we will do something called free surgery for women with fibroid. We've started the screening. So by November, we'll do that. And of course, December is celebration time. We need to renew hope no matter what. We're alive. So that is, then every month there's something. My AI coding thing will start from January. We have a class that, in fact, that one will be like a school. We already have the space and the facilitators. So we're still gathering more funds to kickstart. So nobody, no youth in my constituency will say, I don't have work because I am not skilled in something. Being skilled, being unskilled is a different ballgame, you understand? If unskilled person, anyhow. But at least you will say, I have something that I can do to sustain me. So that is, especially for the youths, because Amuwo Odofin, 75% youth. 75% youth. And youths are not so patient. If you tell them calm down, they say, now they calm down with the job. Action is what, and I'm for action. I'm ready. And as a mother, I can't imagine my son, when he graduated, for 2 years he was at home, wanting to be employed in his discipline. You understand? Oh boy, you better do other things. If it is computer, whatever. Of course, thank God he learned, he listened and did something so that the frustration mode will not be activated until you're able to get what you want. You move on. Yes. Equipped and move on until you read engineering. Now that there's no engineering work, what will you do? If there's opening in bank, won't you go for it? So that is it. And that is the mindset I want us, especially our youths, so that this desperation, depression mood will not be activated. When you're busy doing something, of course, that is not the ultimate. You're going somewhere. I want us to just help us preach that to our youths. And that it's not now that you graduate, you want to ride Jeep tomorrow. No, it's a process. It's a process. It's a journey of life. If you have it now, what will you have when you are in your 40s or 50s? Thank you, my brother.
Okay. Ma, you just informed us, or it's already in the public domain that you are the pastor, a minister of society. I want to ask that, how does that work on your political ideology?
Of course, there are some people, they believe that politics is for rascals. It's for rascals. You can be radical, you can be a rascal, and you can equally be a pastor. You can be a radical for Jesus. Yes. You can be all, like Apostle Paul said, I am all that. Is just is as an example. As a senior advocate, if it is now, he will have been a senior advocate, a lawyer. He dropped it down, started preaching the gospel. To sustain himself, he became a tent maker. So as a pastor, I think it's an advantage. It's an advantage because there's nothing absolutely new in this life. So there's no shocker coming that by the grace of God, I wouldn't say I can, withstand. And there's no temperament you are coming with that I will not be able to withstand. Mad people will come to church. Sane people come to church. Abi, some they get healed, some they refuse to be healed. So we work together. We work together. You can't insult me and I'll be irritated or fight back. It's not possible. You understand? So I want to believe it's an advantage for me. You yab me, ebu also, you move on. You move on. Unlike some with otherwise, they may carry it on their head, and they will, at the end of the day, enmity will ensue and all that. I don't have time that time. I'm too busy and focused. I know where I'm going. So it's a plus for me. Some they will say, she will backslide. Backslide from who? I will not follow Jesus again. It's not possible. It's an advantage for me. And it is best you let people know who you are from onset. Nobody can invite me to a shrine. It's not possible. It's not possible. I am who I am, and I remain focused like that. Whatsoever God cannot do, they say it does not exist. So that is it. That's my mantra. And I'm a light, so I must illuminate anywhere and everywhere I go. If there's darkness, I will be the light there. And that is why even more pastors should come on board. There is no corruption anywhere. Now you want corrupt, they corrupt you. Period.
Now there's still one more question I want to ask. Or there about. Now I want to ask that you're a mother, you're a wife. How have you been able to manage
balance
politics with
exactly.
What is happening at
very, very genuine, very good question, because it's like asking how I've been able to balance my life. Honestly, like I said, we all need each other. No man is an island and you cannot walk alone. Your support system is very, very key. Your husband, your spouse must support you. Your children too that are grown up, they should be able to have an understanding. Our mommy may not be at home to do my homework. You understand? Then your support system, your driver, your cook, your nanny, your Ghana, whosoever that you employ, they are your support system. They are very important. I'm here now. My daughter is in school. She will be back from school maybe 2, 3. Somebody must be home to attend to her. That is the support system. Even as a man, you need it. You need the support of your spouse. You can't walk alone. So it is very, very important whosoever you surround yourselves with and how you live your life. Don't go beyond your limits. And all will be well. Your children, they already know, mommy will not get back until 7 or till 8. My homework, once in a while you put a call through. Then you must have a very, very, very key. Your spouse must be the supportive. And I thank God that my own husband is 100%.
Now, to women who also look forward to coming into politics, but they are being discouraged by things happening, what advice do you have for them?
I will say that one thing is, the purpose, your purpose in life. Know why God created you. You cannot run my race. I cannot run your own race for you. Know your purpose. Know why God called you and why you are here on earth. 1. 2, follow your passion so that you'll be fulfilled in life. Then 3, is your education. Get educated. Have something doing. Have your own money. You understand? If they say nomination form is 5 million, 3 million, 1 million, you should be able to pay that aside your spouse. Then I would want to say, especially for women, if you're still nursing a child, don't go into politics yet. At least your child should be able to brush his or her teeth, bathe for himself. Then you are free to go. But you still have children in formative years, it's not so encouraging. Your attention, 100 must be 100% in whatever you're doing. So your home front must not be neglected. Then your political life too. It's like a career. It's like any other career. When they say politicians stay late, night meetings and all that, I will ask, nurses, don't they go for night duties? Doctors, don't they go for night? Even pastors, don't they go for vigil? It's night. So it's the same thing. Some of our meetings could be at night as a result of timing. We don't want distraction. No phone calls. 100% concentration. It's at night. And thank God you have a supporting spouse at home. He knows that meeting is meeting, nothing else. You are good to go. There's no big deal. There's no myth about women being in politics. There's no big deal. Like my mentor, my uncle will say, what do you need? Is it not your brain? Especially when it was my time when I was learning how to drive as a teenager. My dad asked me, what do they use in driving? Is it not hand, eye, leg? Oh yeah, enter. Move this car. Move this car. You have nothing to fear. And I'm saying so to the women. Nothing to fear. Move on. The money, yes, don't go beyond your limits. Know your limits. You understand? Then, of course, my party, they gave the women soft landing. Our nomination is free, for your information.
Wow.
Yes, nomination form is free for women in Labour Party. So, go for it. Then every other expenses, you're on your own. You understand? So there's no question of a godfather is somewhere dictating to you, asking you to bring returns and giving you unnecessary pressure. It's uncalled for.
Finally, for me, looking at the state of the economy, the hardship in the society, what way of hope do you have for the people of your constituency and Lagosians at large, or Nigerians at large?
Honestly, this boils down to our mantra. We cannot continue to be doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results. If we truly want a change economically, and otherwise, especially now that we are what we are in now as it is, we need to move from consumption to production. We are just consuming, we are not producing. And that is why there's so much pressure on dollar against the naira. It's the law of demand and supply that is at work. If you look at the population of Nigerians abroad now, studying that you need to finance them with dollar, it's not a child's play. Nigerians are the ones sustaining UK educational sector. Go and check the statistics. So we are just consuming, we are not producing. So until we stop that, we dey play.